beat by the better man.
Yeah, you see Inoue to this point in the fight landing 105 power shots already. Credit to the durability of Picasso that we are here in the 8th round, considering those numbers. Picasso changing his posture up a little bit, dipping down low. Gonna offer up a little more upper body movement here.
It's incredible how Inoue manages to punch through the target but still remain balanced, centered. You know, it's an incredible skill. Again, look at the feints there. Always sort of nullifying anything that Picasso may be thinking of doing.
Yeah, in the last fight, we saw Nakatani control early on, and then Hernandez take over the second half of the fight, but not in this one. Inoue cruising so far and cruising toward a showdown with Nakatani at the Tokyo Dome next year that would shatter every record there is in Japan.
Closing in on the final minute here of round 8. Inoue cruising here in this round.
And there's nothing, you know, out of the ordinary here, what he's doing. He's just doing everything so well, showing you how important a jab is, showing you not to over-exaggerate the foot movement, because you know, if you avoid the shot and you move too far back, you're going to struggle to land the counter. Showing the importance of having good variation, knowing when to throw the shot, always feinting. It is a really good performance, this.
It's mesmerizing at times to watch, and probably mesmerizing for his opponent, Darren, that he can essentially stand in front of him, and the threat of that power and the speed and the movement, it just saps his opponent's self-belief as he lands a sneaky body shot right there.
I mean, it saps you of everything. Self-belief, you're emptying the tank, and you're always having to stay ultra switched on, and you know, it's so difficult, really. Speed is so important in this, right in the solar plexus of Picasso. He's taken them well. He's complained that he's been caught with those shots, but he's still there. He's not gone down. Brave effort, but this man here looking levels above.
Round 9 begins. Monster in complete control here in our main event. I think we're well past the point where Picasso will need something big to really get himself into this fight. The question on the other end of the fight is there another gear, a lot of is there, for Inoue to step up? Is he willing to really turn it on and more explicitly hunt for the knockout?
Yeah, I don't know if Picasso's going to bring it out of him right now. I mean, Inoue's boxing comfortably, and he's not really giving him a ton of openings, right? He's not really punching a lot, so the gaps aren't quite there.
Yeah, there's gears to go through, and what makes Inoue very exciting, he can go from 1st to 6th, just like that. But not taking any silly risks at the minute. You know, he's in complete control. Outclassing the Mexican right now. He lands a nice left to the body, but hands nice and high, stalking his man Inoue.
Again, as we pointed out in this fight, when Picasso has a speckle of success, you heard Picasso kind of vocalizing with his punches a little bit. You see Inoue just step to him and say, hold on, young man, don't get too confident.
Yeah, and almost tries to better what he's just done. If he lands a left to the body, Picasso, he'll throw an even better left to the body. You want to work the jab, I'll throw a better jab.
The head movement of Inoue, just getting 1 inch out of the way of that big left hook of Picasso. Just the confidence and the skill level of the monster.
And on the flip side, Corey, we just see Picasso just pull a jab there. He was about 6 inches short the target, and that shows a real lack of confidence.
But I do believe that Picasso's jab and his defensive responsibility have made it so that it's not so easy for Inoue to just step on the gas.
45 seconds remaining here in round 5. Inoue again catching Picasso with a left hook. Tries to step in with one of his own. Hard body shot again there from Inoue.
I really think these lefts to the body have done some real damage to Picasso. He's not committing to the shots. See, he's just putting the shots out there. I feel he's been hurt badly to the body.
He is just sinking into the ropes right now. As Inoue sinks a right hand to his body and another one right behind at that left elbow.
He just can't stop him in his tracks. None of these shots are having any effect on Inoue.
Oh, good clubbing shot there from Inoue. And a late right hand that Inoue just blatantly ignores and strolls back to the corner. Well, the body attack from Inoue tonight has been absolutely relentless as we look at a supercut of some of that work, Darren.
And they've really, really damaged not just the physical frame of Picasso, but the spirit of the Mexican. They've been thunderous shots coming in from all angles, taps upstairs, drops to the body, and I really feel if this is going to end inside the distance, it will be work to the body.
Each other, like we should do it strategically.
Round 10 now underway. Looking at Inoue in the corner, both the condition of his face and how heavy he's not breathing, it looks like he just entered the ring right now.
Yeah, walk in the park right now, and there's no disrespect to Picasso, who's trying, but just there's levels. You know, sometimes come up against someone who's just that much better than you, and that's what we're seeing. This is not where Alan David Picasso wants to be, being pushed back by the monster, thunderous puncher. A terrific finisher in a way. Oh, nice right uppercut though.
And signs of hope, but back comes Inoue with two uppercuts and a left hook to the body of his own. In some way, you get the feeling like he wants Picasso to try that a little bit more. He wants him to open up.
I think so, and it makes life a lot more easier for someone who's naturally an aggressive counterpuncher to find those shots. Work with that lead hand, jab, double left hook.
Everything Inoue does in there is just so effortless. The way he glides around the ring, the way he throws the combinations, changes the angles.
And the speed and the accuracy is that of his shots in the first round.
You know, the head movement too tonight, guys. I think we often think about and talk about Inoue in terms of how brilliant his offense is, but the way that he's fighting here tonight, I mean, that looks like elite defensive work as well.
Fractions, you know, small margins, fine lines. It really is the difference between winning and losing. And I've used the word a few times, he just doesn't exaggerate anything.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt that this is class work, and this is as sophisticated as we've ever seen him in the ring.
This is one of the things, Darren, that Joe Gallagher said. Of course, he trained Paul Butler for his fight against Inoue. He said the thing that impressed him most about Inoue is this, the calmness. He's one of those fighters, it seems like his blood pressure goes down when the bell rings.
Yeah, composure and discipline is just, you know, I say it all the time, they're sort of fundamentals that get overlooked. Sneaky left hook inside, more of an arm shot again, nothing troubling Inoue.
And Inoue just dancing in and out, virtually untouched. There's Picasso, again finding a left hook to the body every once in a while. Nice little up jab, pops the head back of Inoue momentarily.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some real damage to the ribs of Picasso. The reason I say that, there's just no commitment as there was. You know, early on he was missing a lot, but he was really trying to damage Inoue. But we're not seeing that now, and that can happen when you have damage around that rib cage.
6 minutos de tu vida, con
6 minutes, the most important 6 minutes of your life.
Todo lo que has sufrido, tienes que ir con todo
Everything,
esto. 6
you have to
minutos
give
nada más.
absolutely
Ve por él,
everything.
ve por él, ve por él. Chingatelo, hijo,
Go
son
for
6
him.
minutos. Tienes
For fuck's sake,
no
there's
puedes
6
boxearlo
minutes.
tanto. Tienes que ir por él, hijo.
You have to go for
Tienes que
him.
ir por él. Ahora vamos
Get on
todos
the
por
inside.
dentro. Si te le
Everything
pegas,
on the
güey, ya
inside.
vamos, güey. Pégatele para que no tenga fuerza en
Hit
sus
him
golpes, güey.
so he
¿Ok?
does no longer have
Pégate
any
uno,
strength
estás
on his
perfecto.
shots.
Ahora busca ángulos.
Look for
Tienes todo, güey.
angles.
Tienes todo para
You
buscar
have
ángulos.
everything to be
Cerrado.
able to
No
find
me
those
descuides
angles.
este lado. Te
Yeah.
está buscando la mano derecha,
Don't
¿ok?
be careless. He's looking for that
Quiere
right
tirar la
hand.
mano derecha, güey.
He wants to throw that right hand all the time.
Vivo.
Stay alive.
Vamos a echarle huevos, pero podemos ir mejor.
Let's throw some balls into this.
Cabrón, todos
Let's
con
go.
todos, todos con
Little
todos.
smile from our translator, Kieran, as he said that.
Picasso has said he's been hearing those types of, as he calls it, Mick Taraki tough love speeches ever since his days as a soccer player, where his father was his coach there as well. And they've never been more meaningful or important than that one. 6 minutes remaining to pull off a remarkable upset. But it would take a radical change in how we've been seeing things thus far.
Yeah, I just don't know how he changes it. You know, he doesn't seem to have that one punch power to trouble in a way. In a way, you know, it's a real uphill task. Who, you know, again, you commend the skill here, the confidence shining through from the Japanese great. Look at the concentration on his eyes there, right in front of us here.
I mean, doing some quick math, look at the number of power shots thrown and then landed, head and body. That's almost every second power shot he throws is landed.
Yeah, significant as well, the 43 landings to the body. They really have taken the wind out of the sails of Picasso. Who again, like, I don't want to be too harsh on the Mexican. He's tried, he's just been second best, you know. A good fighter that just stepped up levels and at the minute falling short, Mike.
And Darren, I think you're right, because you just look at Picasso's legs and they don't have nearly the same strength and steadiness they had in the early rounds. Those body shots are pulverizing.
Well, not only that, but how often do you hear a fighter, knowing there's microphones around, admit in the corner, yeah, he hurt me to the body there. You just don't hear it that often unless it was pretty bad. A credit to Picasso, if indeed that is the case, he's in round 11 against maybe the most dangerous man in the sport.
Monster body shots from Inoue.
Inoue landing 47% of his power shots in this fight as we enter the final minute of round 11.
And Corey, that doesn't even account for all the shots, the blistering punches that are going right through the guard, and even if they're not connecting, they're still hurting on the arms, on the elbows.
But look at this effort, though, from Picasso. Fair play, look. He's trying. He really is trying to back. He has backed Inoue into that neutral corner, trying to land something of note. But look at the defensive skills of Inoue. Just slipping and sliding, then fires back with fast hands.
Unbelievably relaxed for how violent of an offensive operator Inoue is. Look at that right hand over the top.
And he doesn't need to do this. He's opting to do this. Sit in the pocket there. Shots flying out, pushing Picasso back. That left to the body as well, just slipped through the guards.
Oh, and another one right there, and Picasso spins off. Looking for a little motivation as we head into the final 3 minutes.
ポイント大丈夫。ポイント大丈夫。向こうのフックとかさ、そういうところだけ、カバーだけしっかり気をつければいい
Just
よ。
to keep covering yourself, the opponent's hook, that's all you need to do.
Last round took you. パンチ的に流さないように、流れないようにな。さあ。Pasos laterales, el reloj. Ganas esto y te llevas toda la gloria, papito. Te amo, viejo. Vamos.
Let's go, let's go. It's the last round.